Listen. If you have a YouTube channel and you don't have a theme song that gets you going before you come on, like what are you really doing? Like what are you doing? Hey y'all, let's see. Let me make sure I did not check my audio, but y'all aren't going, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. So that means y'all can hear me. How are y'all doing this fine Tuesday? No, Thursday, girl. Don't rewind. Y'all like, don't rewind. Fine Thursday afternoon here on the West Coast. East Coast, y'all are winding down, coasting in. I hear some of y'all are about to get a cute little storm brewing. Listen, but it's hot, it's nice and sunny here in Phoenix. So I can't complain. How are y'all doing today? Y'all, we like family, and I be missing y'all. I really do. And like I said before I hit that live button, I have some stories today. And not only do I have some stories, y'all, I'm gonna drop the link. And so in dropping the link, I'm gonna lay the foundation, and then we just gonna talk about it. Okay. So yeah, you want to join in, come on up and we could talk about it. I'm actually gonna drop the link now as I'm going through and saying my hellos and everything. So that way, if you want to cover the story with me, we can do it together. How about that? Thumbs up if you think that's a cute little cute thing to do today. But anyway, friends, I hope that y'all are doing, I don't know. I go to the gym, so that could be it. But thank you, girl. Thank you. Okay. Or it might be that fierce contour. Okay. You see it. All right. Let's stay focused. Let's stay focused. All right. So I'm going to drop the link. And so again, if you want to join in, call in, give your opinion about what I'm talking about, click the link and come in. Of course, no vulgarity. And you have to stay on topic. Okay. That's my only thing. So I will invite you. And I'm in control of who joins and who doesn't. So don't worry about the trolls and all of that. So anyway, friends, I'm jumping right into it. First of all, as I always do, I have to definitely shout out my replay gang. Gang. How y'all doing? Those of you that are catching the replay, make sure you leave a comment because y'all already know I will comment below. Shout out to Just Me, Royalty, Bodacious, all y'all that were here. Blacks Tropical, I think I saw you. Shatika, Pamela, all y'all. Hey girl, hey cousins. So listen, this first story, I feel like we're gonna be talking about this into next year. No, before we do that, let's salute the veterans. Happy, y'all hear it. Happy Veterans Day to those like my husband and other your loved ones and everyone that you know that have served in the military and are serving currently. We have a lot of things that we need to work on in America, but it's because of these brave men and women that we are able to even discuss it and live freely in such a great country. Absolutely. So shout out to you guys. We salute you. Yes, y'all. They like, oh Lord, she done got that soundboard. Yes, I did. I've been had it. So anyway, Joyce Leach says, thank you. You are absolutely welcome. You're absolutely welcome. Now, on to the story that I originally thought that I was going to start with, but y'all see it. Listen, this story has wings and is taking off and flying and flying and flying. And I feel like we are finding out new things by the hour. Well, Melissa, what are you talking about? Now, again, catch my reports from the day that I broke the news last Saturday. And we've been having videos and updates all the way through. So I'm not going to rehash that. But unfortunately, it's been not unfortunately, but unfortunately for Travis, it's being reported that him and Drake went partying after Astroworld, and he was unaware that those things happened. I kind of find it hard to believe that he didn't know, like after the concert, he just left, like only because of the fact that the way the everything went down and the way they were rushing the stage. I kind of find it hard to believe that you didn't know, but that's what they're saying. He's saying he didn't know. They went to an after party. And then when someone told Travis at Dave and Buster's about the tragedy, he immediately left the party. Son, come on now. Leave a comment down below if you believe that he didn't know. Black Tropical says, how we know, but he didn't. Exactly. How did we know? Because we knew, listen, we knew when it was jumping off. So yeah. Hey, broke farmer, what's up? You're not late, brother. I just got started. So anyway, did I drop the link, y'all? Yes, I dropped the link. So anyway, if you want to come up, talk about, yeah, of course, Pamela Child, he knew. We all know that he knew. And listen, at Dave and Buster's, okay, I'm not the only one. I didn't want to sound crazy. I didn't want to sound judgmental. I didn't want to sound snooty, but I'm like, sir, after party at Dave and Buster's, okay, if you say so. This man appeared too high off something. That's what some people are saying. Okay. And so let me see. So he went to a party with Drake. Really? And Travis didn't know the severity, the quote says, of the situation when he arrived at the party. As far as timing, this remains consistent with the fact that no one, including the police, had publicly confirmed the gravity of the events that had taken place, the source says by email. When someone told Travis at Dave and Buster's, he left. The party was hosted by Drake, who had made a surprise appearance during the concert. And as you know, Drake is also one of the individuals that have been named in a few of the lawsuits. The other thing that I wanted to kind of point out is the fact that unfortunately, a ninth person is reported to have lost their life as a result of this concert. So again, my sincere condolences to everyone that have lost their life. Even to have for Travis to have this over his head. Hopefully, he does have some semblance of a conscience. But yes, there's a ninth person that has passed away as a result. He was brain dead a couple of days ago, and now it is being reported that the person, and I want to say it's a young person, 21 or something like that, has passed away. So in the midst of the rumors, he attended an after party, and this ninth person passing away. Travis Scott's lawyer is like, pipe down. Y'all talking too much. And what I have to say to the lawyer is, what do you expect us to do? You expect us to just listen to you, listen to your client, and not have our opinion? He's like, you know what? It's too much finger pointing. Listen, that's what's going to happen. Okay. Your client is named in a lot of lawsuits. He was the headliner, and there's a lot of questionable videos going around. So his lawyer is like, the finger pointing needs to stop. Okay, sir. Listen, if anyone's like me, we're just trying to get down to the bottom of it. So yeah. Salute to the chat. Hey, before the billions, good to see you. My kids love Dave and Buster's. They're big now, so they don't really care for Dave and Buster's, but I prefer Dave and Buster's. I do not step foot in a Chuck E. Cheese. I just don't. I did once, and that was it. I can't stand Chuck E. Cheese, but Dave and Buster's is okay. They have really good food, but they're older now. But I think what we're giving a side eye to is the fact that Drake hosted a party at Dave and Buster's. I'm trying to figure out where. At least looking at our Dave and Buster's, I'm like, where the heck were they in the back? Like, what were they doing? But okay, all right. So anyway, y'all, Travis's lawyer is like, pipe down. Don't start the rumor mill. And that's not. Listen, this story, as I say every day, is taking off and taking flight. So again, if you have something to say about this story, go ahead and cam up, get cute, do whatever you need to do, or you can stay off camera if you want to share your views. But I dropped the link. Now, on to the next story. So just as sugar is sweet, and I sat up there and reported on Tuesday, that a judge blocked former President Trump's bid to have his January 6th records sealed. The judge said no. Well, in true Trump fashion, he said, not so close, judgy. He did an appeal. And if you know anything about court, if you know anything about the former president, he is the master of appeals, because what that does is it keeps things on a merry-go-round, or even on a standstill at a merry-go-round. Because when you appeal, it's like, oh, wait, hold up, and nothing can move forward. So the federal appeals court paused the release of the Trump White House records ahead of the Friday deadline. So they were going to release it. He does a appeal, and now it's on halt. So I don't know how long this is going to take. But again, the deadline is on Friday. So the article states that the federal appeals court on Thursday granted the former president Donald Trump's request to pause the release of the key White House records. Now, here's the thing, y'all. I don't even have to read any further. Leave a comment down below. Like, what is he hiding? If you did nothing wrong, you followed all the protocols, what is there to hide? And here's the thing, I'm going to be honest with you. To me, this is just my opinion. He's Teflon Don. Nothing going to happen to you anyway. So you may as well give these people these records and move on about your business. Y'all leave a comment down below if you feel me, if you're feeling me what I'm saying. So it makes people like me get our spidey senses up, and we're like, okay, what is he trying to hide? Okay. So let me know if you're the same way. He went to the appeals court and he won the appeal, which is not uncommon. That's not uncommon. So I don't get my feathers all rustled and tuft and all that. So anyway, the filing by the former president had been a last-ditch effort ahead of a Friday 6 p.m., which is tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time deadline for the White House panel to receive 46 records, including the White House call logs, visitor logs, drafts of speeches, and 3 handwritten memos from Trump's then chief of staff, Mark Meadows. So as I stated previously, all of this is standard as far as keeping record of all of these things. And typically it's not standard to want these things sealed unless you have something to hide. And I agree with you, Pamela. I think he has something to hide, point blank, period. So again, we will be back to discuss this. Now, Uncle Stu says there's too many people between him and the real issues. I think he fears other people turning on him. We know how real is those from New York. True. Those of you, basically, I think he's saying we know what the truth is and we know how real it is. Those of us from New York. So, which Uncle Stu is from. Uncle Stu, if you're just joining in, I dropped the link a little bit above if you want to join in and leave your comment on, not leave your comment, but comment on what we're talking about now. I just got off of the Travis Scott. So again, I dropped the link, my friends. I'll do it again if you want to join the live. But yeah, y'all already know. Y'all already know. Bodacious Lady says, this Joker is guilty and a demon, and indeed he is hiding something. Absolutely hiding something. Full transparency is very easy to do when you have nothing to hide, and that's one of the things. Shout out to Uncle Stu, old man on the block. He says that on his channel. He's being very transparent. You have to go to his channel and see what I'm talking about. But briefly, he's basically telling on himself. Okay. So that way he's like, you know what? I'm now some semblance of a public figure, even if it's just to 300 people, it don't matter. He's still a public figure. And he's like, you know what? Before anybody could try to make videos about me and drop this about me or drop that, he said, I'm bringing it to the table myself. And so and that's called getting ahead of the story in certain arenas. So in the same manner, it makes us wonder, what in the world did this man have to hide? And the truth of the matter is, we were all watching. Okay. We watched him give his pre-speech. We watched him tell them that he was going to meet them down to the Capitol. We watched them say fight. We watched all of those things. Okay. So really, I don't need the records. It would just be interesting to see the behind the scenes, what will be going on. So speaking of Uncle Stu, I think he has a comment that he wants to say about this story. Hey,
y'all. Don't worry. I ain't trying to show y'all my bod,
I see.
But and really speaking on this situation, he told America who he really was.
Yes.
He didn't lie. He told you who he was. And the reality is, he told you who he was. He told you the type of person. He feared not his character. And he did exactly what he said he was going to do.
He did.
So I don't see why everybody is shocked and amazed and appalled and all these different things. All you had to do was ask anybody that was born and raised in New York. We watched
everybody from New York say that. Yeah, y'all say, listen, this man been a problem.
He's been a problem. So this ain't nothing new, So what we saw on the national stage, we saw right there in the state. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like, why are y'all surprised? Why are
Exactly.
you surprised about his comments? He's been talking the same political message
Yeah.
for decades.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I
So
think
you think
that
he has something to hide? Back to the point
right,
with his records. You think he has something to hide for sure?
absolutely.
Wow. Do you think that something's gonna come of all of this, or it's
No,
just Teflon Don?
Teflon Don.
Man,
He is
man,
he. You know what?
man.
It's. If you really wanted to learn how to do that, you really did have to watch the real Teflon Don. A lot of people
Okay,
don't
okay.
know John Gotti.
Right, right, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The news media made John Gotti the man. You understand what
right.
I'm saying? And the only
Yeah,
way they was able to get rid of him was they had to get rid of the lawyer.
right.
As
Yeah.
long as he had that lawyer, you couldn't touch this man. This man had enough money and power to do what he wanted to do.
So do you think, being from New York, I think my not my I think my history with him is really just TV, honestly.
Right.
And so I was okay with him on The Apprentice. That was one of my favorite shows or whatever. But what I hear from people like myself and some other people in Hollywood, they're like, this isn't the same Donald. I don't know this Donald. Like, he wasn't like this. But those of you that are from New York, y'all are like, nope.
Right.
This is who he has been.
He is. Let me give the man his praise and his credit. If
Okay.
y'all really want to learn, he is a master at communication.
Yeah.
As much as people may say no, he's not. One on
Manipulation.
one, everyone will tell you, oh yeah, his image as far as like one on one is this nice guy.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. But when it comes to everything else, he's fierce with the law. He knows how to
Wow.
utilize the law
He
to make
does.
money. I
He does.
mean, so on one side, you can say, well, he's broke, he's this, he's that, he ain't that. Well, yeah, that's fine, but he still got a place to sleep.
Listen,
He still got planes in his name.
I was going to say a place to sleep lined with gold. So
Right,
he doing something.
right. Now,
Wow.
the only thing that I say that he was foolish about was messing with that Russian.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because the Russian is not somebody you play with when it
No.
comes to intelligence.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
dude over there is not no dummy.
And he knows it.
And he knows it.
Yep. Yep.
So I believe he got compromised, definitely,
Wow.
with the
Yeah.
Russians. But
Yeah.
as far as like the secret, oh yeah, I believe there's definite secrets. I believe there's some alleged payoffs.
Wow.
Don't have proof of it,
Right.
but there's no way in the world this man has done all the
I
things he's
know. I
done
know. I
and
know.
he's untouched. I mean, think about it. January 6th.
Right.
Tell me what really has come out of that.
Listen, nothing.
Nothing.
It's crazy. It's crazy because we saw it with our own eyes. A lot of stuff, it's like, oh, that was a videotape, or that was this, or, that was edited. No, we saw what we saw. And so in a lot of ways, like myself, I'm thinking we're being gaslighted. Like
Mhm.
there's just no other way to put it. Like, you're telling us we didn't see what we saw, and we
Right.
definitely saw it. And the other part about it is, immediately people that look like you and I, we knew if that was us,
That's right.
please.
Come on. We wouldn't have got close to the White House.
No. Or
But
even our Muslim brothers and sisters, or even
right.
no one would have been able to do that.
Well,
That's
let's
crazy.
think about it though. Let's think about this delusion. If you're old enough to remember Rodney King,
Yes.
none of us thought that them cops would get off because we was all watching the same
Same.
videotape.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
the videotape was by a white man.
Man. Yep.
And so we saw that.
Yeah.
So from that historical moment, I began to realize
Yeah.
people's going to want to see what they want to see, regardless
Yeah.
of what you see.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like it's
I think my
crazy.
aha moment was Trayvon Martin. I think that was one for me where I was just like, okay, there's no hope here. That, like, I think Trayvon did it for me. That's where I was broken. I was like, how could this happen? How could he get away with this? And I think Trayvon was among one of the first ones where they just started digging up past, and of
Mhm.
course they've done it before, but I just think it was a campaign to just kind of say, oh, he was suspended from school, shouldn't have been walking. And I'm like, but you chased him.
But remember, you got two different medias out here.
True.
So if all you stuck with is one side of a media, that's all you have. You know what I mean? So if the only media you got is Fox News, that's where you're gonna get your truth from.
You're right.
You know.
Yeah. So what you think about this Travis Scott thing?
I haven't really got enough information on Travis Scott.
Yeah, me either. I wasn't a super fan. I'll say it that way.
Yeah, so I'm hearing different things.
All kind of stuff.
So I'm still trying to process what happened. Yeah. I still say there's responsibility on everybody's side. You know. Yeah.
I didn't get a chance. I think you were live. And then TLA was live. Like there was a lot of people live, so I couldn't really see what he was saying as far as the legality of it. So I'm gonna go back and see, because he's the lawyer, he's the expert. We'll see what he has to say, and I think I'm gonna just see what he has to say, about it.
I mean, because I've heard different people's point of view. Some were saying stop blaming him, blame the parents.
Right? Yeah. No, I don't blame the parents. I don't blame them.
The crowd. I mean, there was a lot. So I haven't been able to take in, all the stuff. And then, dealing with Veterans Day, dealing with, someone close to me, not to make your thing sad, but someone close to me, family member died.
Oh, no. Sorry to hear that.
So, I'm dealing with a whole lot. So
sorry to hear that.
Jump on just to breathe a little bit.
Yes. Well, you want to stay up, or because I'm just gonna go through the rest of my stories. Actually, I could put you in the back, or you can go back down because I got to play a video for this next one.
Okay, go ahead and play the video, and I'll be listening.
Okay, you want me to
drop down, and then I'll let you know when I'm coming back up.
Okay, give me a thumbs up. Okay. So, Trash Can Wave says that TLA was dropping facts. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and watch that. What did I do last night? I did a lot of stuff, and then my husband and I went out to eat and all of that. So yeah, I didn't get a chance, but I was listening to I caught the little, the beginning rather, because TLA gonna set it right. Okay, he gonna lay the foundation, so you have time. Right now, do it. That's coming. I believe that Scott had an obligation from one human being to another, but his focus was completing his contract so he could get paid. A lot of people were saying that about the cameraman that was allegedly told, like, hey, stop the concert. But we know concerts are loud. That person might not even know what that person was trying to say, so that's that part. I had a wake-up call when I lived in New Orleans in the 80s and worked for white man racists that call the African-American employees boys or girls. Wow. African-American. Wow. Can't say that happened to me, but I can see that being a wake-up call. But just globally, that's when I got kind of jaded with Trayvon. Like, hell, if he can get out, like if he can walk, Zimmerman, listen, it is what it is. But anyway, my friends, before we go to our next commercial, check this out. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. So y'all hear it, y'all see it. We're going through the news. I've dropped the link in the chat box. If you want to come up, you don't have to be on camera, but you do have to at least have an avatar or whatever. And give your opinion about what it is that we're discussing. We are discussing breaking, trending news. And we started off with Travis Scott. So if you're catching the replay, hey, replay gang, how you doing? Thanks for watching. I love y'all because y'all listen, y'all will comment and I will comment back. And then the next one, we were talking about former President Trump. None of us seem surprised with that. And also, Black elders call you boy and girl. Whoever heard, don't care how old you get, you still a child to me, period. Period. My kids listen. They listen. You right. So y'all, speaking of court, Kyle, let me show y'all nephew. He ain't nephew, but my neighbor. He's not my neighbor, but because you got to watch what you say, because people be like, oh my gosh, he's our neighbor. No, he's not my neighbor. So anyway, Kyle Rittenhouse was ridiculed, ripped to shreds, clowned, TikToked, memed, and everything else above because of his performance on the stands yesterday. Okay. That is the hashtag, free Kyle. Everyone is everybody's like, free my boy Kyle. Kyle say, listen, I didn't do it. But then again, I did do it. Like, Kyle is on the stands cutting up. But in cutting up, my friend yesterday decided that he was going to take to the stands and give us a little dramatics. And so many people tuned in to this dramatics. All right, Melissa, what are you talking about? So let me share it. Let's watch it together. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Even Roland Martin.
Once I take that step back, I look over my shoulder, and Mr. Rosenbaum was now running from my right side, and I was cornered from in front of me with Mr. Zeminski, and there were.
Here it is. Here it is. Come on, baby. Come on. Ooh, 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 ooh.
There were.
Come on now. Come on. Ooh, ooh. Take your time, Kyle.
That's what
Ooh, Jesus. Come on now.
That's what I run.
We're going to just take time for our break anyway. You can just relax for a minute, sir. We're going to take a break about 10 minutes, and please don't talk about the case during the break. Read, watch, or listen to any comment.
All right, hello everybody. I'm Kate Baldwin, the judge there, Judge Schroeder, saying that.
Listen. Kyle said he needed a moment, okay? The judge said, listen, all that you got going on right now, Natasha, you just walked into Kyle Rittenhouse on the stands, giving his very dramatic account. Royalty Queen says, my goodness, okay? Just me is face palming. Was he asking? Girl, look right here. It looked like he was asked to pay reparations for everybody. There's more. Hold on. Rosenbaum, the one who started the dumpster fire that Kyle put out with an extinguisher, and Rosenbaum, quote, said, give me that weapon, N-word, and chased him down. Yes. He forgot that in order to cry, you have to drink water for the tears to come out. Thank you, Bodacious Lady. That was my point. Not a tear nowhere. This loser should be ashamed of himself. Also, Rosenbaum is convicted child toucher, no connection. It was at the moment when Kyle realized he was screwed. Okay, listen. So, like I said, I mean, he trended yesterday because of that performance. So much so one of my faves, Roland Martin, and his buddies got into him. So y'all know Roland. Roland clowned him. So let me show y'all this. Roland said, listen,
Rittenhouse going to stand today, y'all. He's sitting here whining and crying. You got the judge. He's sitting here admonishing the prosecutors. He's acting more like a defense attorney.
Yes.
An impartial judge. And so here's a video again of Kyle Rittenhouse on the stand. He is the young white man who killed two folks in Kenosha, Wisconsin, AR-15. Of course, he traveled to a neighboring state to so-called secure the city. Watch this.
To go, northerly direction?
I wasn't.
Just try that out.
Here it is.
Take that step back, I look over my shoulder, and Mr. Rosenbaum was now running from my right side, and I was cornered from in front of me with Mr. Zeminski, and there were people back there. Bruh.
Time for our break anyway. You can just relax for a minute, sir. We're going to take a break about 10 minutes, and please don't talk about the case during the break. Read, watch, or listen to any economy traffic.
But he kept chasing me. It didn't stop him.
Mr. Rittenhouse, you're telling us that you felt like you were about to die, right?
Yes.
But when you point the gun at someone else, that's going to make them feel like they're about to die, right? That's what you wanted him to feel.
No.
You wanted him to get the message from you that if you come any closer, I'm going to kill you. That's why you pointed the gun at him, right?
I pointed the gun at him to deter him from. I pointed the gun at him so he would stop chasing me. That's why I pointed the gun at him.
Because if you point the gun at him, you were hoping he would stop chasing you because he would get the message from you that if he keeps coming, you're going to kill him, right?
I didn't want to have to kill Mr. Rosenbaum. Bruh.
That's not the question I asked.
It seems argumentative, Mr.
Did that even factor into your mind at that
So,
time?
y'all.
You didn't care whether you were going to kill him or not?
Where is it?
I didn't want to have to kill anybody. I was being attacked. That's why I shot him. But shot at him.
You shot at him with the intent of hitting him and killing him, correct?
I didn't want to.
Where are you?
Then why are you shooting at someone with an AR-15?
There we go. There we go. So, there you have it, folks. That's why, if you were wondering why Crocodile Tears Kyle was trending yesterday, that is why. He gave us a performance, okay? Exactly, Natasha. What did Natasha say? Let us imagine someone of a different skin tone doing this. The judge won't take a break. They threaten more jail time and a fine. They wouldn't even care. As a matter of fact, the show will go on. You're absolutely right. It's a shame. It's a shame. The whole situation was a political created disaster purposely made to create a situation for a civil war. No cops allowed in while they burned the cities down. Citizens should be allowed to step up. I see that point, especially when you think about what happened in Seattle. Absolutely. But there's a problem with Kyle in the fact that he was underage, crossing it's somewhere where he had no business being, that whole thing. There's a little bit of a difference here. Should people be able to defend their city, their property, their stuff? Absolutely. Especially, like I said, when you think about a Seattle and how the people just kind of took over they took over the police station. So I get it. If this fool get off, we indeed have a problem in this nation. Well, my sister, do you see the allegedly ticker going? I'm just telling you, you may as well get ready. You may as well get ready. He is not, I don't think he's going to do a day. Okay. I wish I could have been in court. I would have said to his mother, your baby thirsty. Listen. Exactly. Yes, I got a lot to say. Okay. Uncle Stu said he's back. Not your baby's thirsty, didn't she? She said you thirsty. We must be able to protect our community when police won't protect us. Absolutely. Women and children were being assaulted and deleted in those zones while they wouldn't let ambulance in. And the same thing happened in Seattle. I understand. If Kyle was black, which listen, I keep telling you, trash can ways. I don't look at it like I don't have a blanket defend black men thing or defend black people thing. I look at things case by case. I am not that person. This is not that channel where I'm like free Marquise and Marquise was dead ass wrong. I appreciate your commemorative video today, Uncle Stu. Yes, he will be back. He'll be back up. I'm gonna call him back up here in a second. Uncle Stu, the link is in the chat somewhere. He said me either. No, I don't. No, not at all. This is not about a black person, a white person, or whatever. The fact is, for me, okay. So he says he didn't cross the state lines with the firearm. He front 15 minutes from his house to another state and borrowed his friends. You think so? Well, let's look at the facts. Let's look at the facts. Uncle Stu says me either. So again, just to be clear, if that's what you're looking for on this channel, give me a thumbs up when you're ready. All of you, if that's what you're looking for on this channel, that's not me. I don't play those games. Number one, I'm open to learning. Number two, what's up, Uncle Stu? Number two, I don't defend anyone to a fault, not even my own children. I want to know what the facts are and everything. I'm not free Marquise and Marquise is dead wrong. That's just not me. So to your point, Trash Can Waves, that was my understanding of the case. And so with that understanding, yes, I think he was wrong. Go ahead, Uncle Stu.
Yeah, I'm with you in the fact that this is not a color issue.
No,
because I can find just as many blacks that's done the same thing.
Right.
You know, a lot of people don't understand. And I guess I can understand it being in the military.
Right.
When you ain't got a gun, you're the most humblest individual in America.
Right.
But when you got a gun, there is something psychological that actually happens to you.
I believe it.
And that's something everybody don't realize. It's like you put that gun on your side.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's legal. There's that itchiness of
yes.
I'm waiting for somebody to do something. I basically want to harm somebody, and that whole deep psychology. I think with this gentleman, we have to understand that a lot of us is mixing up first, Second Amendment rights with state rights.
Right. Agreed.
With all of these different rights. And I don't think everybody really understand when those things was written, what in the world they was talking about.
Right.
So you have, to me, a confusion of ideologies based on the true understanding of the Constitution. We don't have a militia. But you have people that say, well, the word militia is written in the Constitution, so we're going to form this militia.
Right.
We're going to create our own laws. We think that the bigger government is about to, without everybody knowing how to put all of that in its proper.
I like to say noise. It's a lot of noise. It's a lot of talking.
And it's on both sides, because let's keep it real. It's not a color thing, all because I can find just as many African Americans that don't understand the Constitution.
Right.
I can find whites that don't know the Constitution. Yep. I find whites and blacks that'll be quick to say they're patriotic. And then the first time you ask them, well, you ever been in the military? Oh, no, I ain't doing that.
Listen, the amount of people, just for a pause, the amount of people that I have heard say, oh my gosh, thank your husband for serving and all this other stuff. And then the kid is about to graduate. Well, are they thinking about the military? Oh no, I never. Are you kidding me? No, never. I could never.
Right. So
I agree. Well, go
I
ahead.
ain't fighting for this country. I'm not doing that. This and that. When I'm sitting up here saying, yeah, but the very people that was willing to fight gave up their constitutional right so that you can have a constitutional right.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Trash Can Waves is giving his commentary. He said media let a riotous group of individuals break down a gate and enter a neighborhood threatening to burn. I don't expect the media to do anything about that. Like threatening to burn down.
The media's job in its holistic sense is just to report the news.
Period.
And it's on us to decipher whether we accept or reject. Again, most people is either going to listen to MSNBC or they're going to listen to Fox, which are extreme left and extreme right views of the same story.
Yeah.
You know, and based on where you getting your information from is exactly how your mind is going to be.
Yep.
It's going to be, you know, fueled.
And that's why, to answer Trash Can Waves, if we look at his comment, he's like, yeah, bodacious lady. That's the problem. Everyone likes their own narrative. And to your point, Uncle Sue, I'm the type, I'm on Fox News, I'm on MSN, CNN, crazy news channel, and everything else. And I'm going to find the actual footage or whatever that where I can get it from the person's mouth, you know, what they actually said and did or whatever. So Kombucha, shout out to you, girl. Hey, girl, hey. Trash Can Waves, they spun it and made certain individual. They always spin it, but that doesn't mean that I don't or we can't form an opinion about what it is that we see. You know, we can have. Yes, we're talking about your nephew, honey. Crying on the stand. I just to catch you up, if you're just jumping in with Kombucha, we just had a whole video of Kyle's performance yesterday, where he took the stand, and as a result of his commentary yesterday, his it's not commentary, but whatever it was, his statement yesterday on the stand, his delivery, he went viral, and that was some performance.
Well, let's think about something. Can we be honest? When the DC sniper was doing what he's doing, let's all be honest. How many of us thought he was black?
I was surprised. I was like,
that ain't us. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. I mean, this should let us know where our mind is. That when certain crimes go down, we automatically say, okay, that's white. This crime go down. That's black. We've all been socialized, like it or not, to have a certain mindset. You know, so when the DC sniper was going on, even the FBI didn't make him into a black man.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? None. He was this intelligent, military white dude.
Yep.
To find out that this was a Muslim military black dude was like, what the? And what did black people do? We looking like what?
Yep.
You understand? When we are looking at things, we are so busy looking through the lens of color, that we automatically are messed up in our own thinking, in our own way.
Now, anybody, it could be anybody, but back then, absolutely, you know, and it's just like the old stereotypes where, you know, people go, oh, he said, I thought it could be anybody, just like the Las Vegas shooter. Again, you know, I think we say those things jokingly, but psychologically in the back of our head, we probably don't think how much we are programmed to think like, oh, woman shot or hurt in Central Park, jogging. We just automatically think blonde, blue-eyed woman jogging alone in Central Park. So I understand exactly what you're saying. And I think some of it also comes from also maturing and just not only that, not even maturing, but the world is so crazy now. To me, I'm just like, it could be anybody at this point, anything or anybody.
But see, you know, this is something I've constantly had to keep reminding myself. You think different because you've been to different places.
True. That's true.
You've seen different. You know what it feels like to be called American. Just that plain word.
Yep.
And even
they have a Chinese neighbor, an Indian neighbor.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
So your mind is totally different, just like mine. You know, it's like you're almost afraid to speak because you're either the sellout, the coon, the uncle, and it's like, no, I've been overseas. I see how people really treat a woman like me with my color. They don't call me Negro American, Black American. They ain't trying to touch my head. I'm so American, it's pathetic. You can run over there and say you African American all you want. Go to Africa and you're gonna realize, no, you American. You got American. You're American. Yeah. You got some deep-rooted American ways. Now, and then when people start telling you your history, even more than you knew, especially if you go to France. Right. You know, you sitting there like, wait a minute. How you know this about black people? How you know that about black?
Yeah, that's deep.
Yeah.
All right. So absolutely. Thanks for coming up and
Oh,
chatting
no
it up.
problem.
And we going through the news together. This one probably this one you're gonna be like, Lord, she set me up. Where is it? She set me up.
Okay.
Well, who we talking about next? So Kyle, we're done with Kyle, y'all. So we just gonna keep, just like Travis Scott, I'm just gonna keep looking at it. We'll see. We'll see. I hear you, Trash Can Waves. I'm not throwing you out with the bathwater. We all, number one, that's the purpose of my platform. We're gonna talk about it. And if there's something that you feel like, you know what, Melissa, check this out, you know, it might swerve your commentary. Shoot me an email. Shoot me an email, and I'll look at it. Absolutely. So.
Mhm.
This is Kid Cudi. Let me move us out the way. Kid Cudi, nope. Yeah, I'll do that. Kid Cudi showed up to a CFDA award show with this dress on, lace dress, and with the statement veil covering his neon pink hair. And he said he was inspired by the fact that, oh man, let me read it, because he said he was inspired by
The athlete.
let me just read it. Kid Cudi attended the Fashion Awards in New York City in a wedding dress on Wednesday. So he has his white lace from Eli Russell Linnets. Okay. Speaking on people, he said he texted Cudi unexpectedly to invite him along to the awards ceremony, sharing a sneak peek at what he'd be wearing. Okay. I just out of the blue sent him a text of a wedding dress, said the 30-year-old California-based designer. I was like, will you be my bride? Okay. Cudi said he had no doubts when it came to working with him. Nirvana, Kurt Cobain. I was like, dang, why? Okay. So the rapper is no stranger to a statement dress. During a musical appearance on Saturday Night Live in April, he wore an off-white floral gown. And the rapper explained he wore the dress as a tribute to the late Nirvana singer Kurt Cobain, and addressed backlash he faced for doing so on the Complex Report. So Melissa just had time today, and she just felt like, you know what? Let's talk about it.
yeah, you set me up. How's the setup?
Yeah. Someone said he's pretty. Kid Cudi is what we want for the world. For the world, some of us. That's not a wedding dress. That's a 9-year-old girl's church dress back in the day. You think that's what it looked like? Inspired by Billy Porter, he still missed the mark by far. Trash Can Waves, we're being mean. So it's good that y'all are able to check yourselves. I just reported. I have nothing to say. I think Uncle Stu would get into this next story. Y'all seem like y'all don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it either. So I'm gonna just let y'all have it. If he wants to show up places in wedding dresses and do what he needs to do, let him do it. I have
if that's how you want to make his money,
let him do it. Period. All right, Uncle Stu, I am not going to set you up no more. The next story is one where we're talking about Disney and their stocks, and they plummeted. Okay. And so they're blaming the influx or the lack of interest in their Disney streaming service, Disney Plus. So the stock slumps after streaming growth stalls. Let me just read this part. Disney shares sank as much as 9% Thursday after the media conglomerate posted earnings that missed Wall Street expectations and revealed a significant slowdown for its flagship Disney Plus streaming service. So, do you have Disney Plus? We do. And do you think, like me, I think I'm to the point where there's just so many, they're almost overlapping.
I ironically, I got rid of Disney Plus.
Did you?
Yes, I got rid of it because I really never liked what I was seeing in their storylines.
Right.
Their
Right.
storylines was either overlapping and they were just changing characters, but they was keeping the same basic story. And I feel that they missed the mark when it came to marketing, meaning, you hear more people talking about anime type movies. And I felt they should have seen that coming and kind of tapped into the anime type movies. I think that would have kept people drawn in.
Because
although
Disney
Lord
does
knows
not.
I gotta read the anime stuff because I gotta keep up. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm behind. But I really think that they missed the anime. I also think that they missing worldwide market, meaning
Stop right there. Excuse me from cutting you off, but the article does state that. It says because Disney Plus is Disney, there's only so much that people are going to consume of Disney where they're going to go to Netflix, because Netflix is coming out the box with some stuff like for the last 2 years or so, where they were the stuff before, but now it's like, okay, Netflix, okay. But Disney, no one's really, I know for us, we still have it. But unless something really, really interesting is about to drop, we don't really go on there and watch it. We really don't.
That's why I got rid of it. I mean, let's look at Netflix. They introduced us to Nollywood. I mean, and Nollywood is producing great movies. I mean, they got awesome storylines. And then, if you want to look at how they're pumping up the Asian market, and although I'm not with the alphabet community, just give them their credit. They even tapped into the alphabet community. So they digressed it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't stick to, I think Disney was so busy trying to stick to the sweet Disney's 1950s.
The formula.
Right. It's not working.
Not anymore.
And we have become globalized. Our culture has become so mixed that I know this is going to hurt somebody's feelings in the back. We can't even define a real Black culture because we're diversifying. We're becoming people that we wasn't in the 40s and 50s.
Right.
We're not necessarily denying our color if we're just looking at color, but our cultural diversity is expanding.
Yeah. As we travel and I can see that.
So, and I don't want to just say us. I mean, everybody's doing it.
That's my point. Yeah, that's my whole point. There's really there's very few like, Black, and we're going to define. Asians are redefining themselves. Native American, like everyone's really redefining themselves. And so America really is coming to, I don't want to say a melting pot, but we're really becoming to starting to reflect gumbo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Think about it. If you look at certain Asian shows, do you really know if you're looking at Asian in the sense of Asian? Because there are some shows that I have watched and it's like, dang, I can close my eyes and that look like a Black woman.
Yes.
In character, or dang, he got a lot of Black male features. You know what I'm saying? When we look at the character. So it's like, it's hard to sit up there and exactly say, yes, Kombucha, I'm bougie right along with you. I got Apple TV.
We got Apple TV. I'm not even going to tell y'all how many we have. I'm just not. Natasha said it's going to catch on and all the little boys are going to be, okay, she talking about Kid Cudi. From a wannabe Disney princess to a Disney stock. Perfect segue. Thank you. If it wasn't for Star Wars, I'd get rid of it too. Yes, the Star Wars franchise.
It saved them.
That saved them. And I like some of the documentaries also. But generally speaking, for the price that we're paying, I don't know.
That's the reason why I got rid of them, because, I felt if I was going to put in some money, I was going to put it into Netflix.
Yep.
Because I got a Mac TV, a Mac.
Same.
Apple TV. I just didn't see investing on either side, either as the consumer or buying the stock. I can see buying Netflix stocks. Plus, like I said, Netflix is willing to go into the communities and give it to you. I mean,
Netflix is killing the game, and so is Apple TV. Let's run through the comments real quick.
Okay.
So Kombucha says, I don't, but there are too many services. I never paid for Disney Plus, but I only watched it for the DeLorean. That was a really cute
Yeah.
thing. Facts, kombucha. Also, I'd be honest, I'm bites with Disney. Marvel is old. That was my next question. So stick to that thought, kombucha. Netflix dropping fire. That Black Cowboy movie, The Harder They Fall, was legit. Yes, it is
Yeah.
very legit. Saw that last
Yeah.
night. Finally was able to watch it fully. My husband and I, we watched it last night. It was really good. Also, Apple TV is coming for everyone's throat. Kombucha C is a great series supporting the blind, fight scenes out cold. Okay, so yes, Netflix is doing their thing. So then my next question would be, stocks are falling. A lot of people aren't really going to Disney for movies and everything. Is it time for Disney to branch out and kind of redefine themselves? Or is this lollipop world not working for them anymore? Or is it working still?
I think the lollipop world is not working. I don't think they're bold enough to really come out. See, Netflix did something that Netflix learned from Nike's.
Yeah.
Nike's got ahead of all of the social issues.
Yeah.
And they won. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
they got ahead of the women's issues. They got ahead of Black Lives Matter. They went and got
Disney
ahead
not
of
touching
issues.
it.
And
Disney's not touching
Netflix, right? And Netflix is doing the same thing. I mean, if the comedian was part of Disney, he would have got shut down. Netflix said,
Oh yeah,
no way. This man making us money. So
yes, he
Netflix is really saying, if you can make us money, we got your back.
Absolutely.
Against any cancel culture. So, you know, while everybody was, oh, he's gonna get canceled, when you got the man who's sitting at the helm saying, we ain't canceling nobody.
Yep.
You know, y'all want to walk out, but
exactly,
this man done made us millions of dollars. So peace, you know.
Exactly. So Kombucha says, have y'all heard the backstory of Squid Games? Yes. Netflix scooped it up when others didn't want it. And I mean, years, I want to say he shopped that story for years.
Yeah.
I want to say 9 or 10 years. It was crazy. And then finally, boom, Netflix said, we got you. And it is a hit. Bodacious Lady says, my son in Palm Springs right now, and they're doing a show for Disney. Nice. Yeah, that's like a 10-year-old script, Kombucha. Yep. It's not like Disney is going to swerve into adult entertainment. No, it's not. Maybe the metaverse will be profitable for them. Good point.
No, they're not going to touch the metaverse. Here's another aspect that a lot of people don't understand. And then if you look at some of the actors and actresses that came from under Disney contracts, they were so busy not allowing child stars to really grow up.
Yes.
That by the time you saw them as grown, they was you know, for us, it would seem they was out of control.
Exactly.
Where I think they just said, hey, I want to show y'all I'm an adult. I'm not a child. So I think they really their management style was very, very, very rigid. Very rigid.
I think so too. Let's see what Bodacious says. Disney know its audience is kids, and no matter what, they're going to win anyway. Absolutely, I think so. Isn't Squid Game like the most popular shows ever? It's up there. It's definitely up there. Natasha Vincent, what they're doing to them kids behind the scenes, I wouldn't be surprised at all. So yes, my friends, I just wanted to bring you the news that Disney Plus, Disney stock has really been dropping. And speaking of dropping, let me drop this on you. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. So if you're just tuning in and you're wondering what we're doing, we are having a panel show, just kind of talking about the breaking news. We're kind of winding down the major news, and now we're going to go into a different segment. If you are listening and you're like, I want to say my piece, I dropped the link in the description in the chat box. So cam up. You don't have to be on camera, but sure, join in the conversation. So that's that on Disney. We will see. Time will see. But I do believe that Disney is not going anywhere. Disney's not going anywhere.
It's too big. I mean, they're not going to go into bankruptcy. They just hit a bump, lost some money.
Right.
They'll bounce right back.
And if Disney will go right to the line. They'll push it only so far put something out that will make them popular again and make people want to. I think they're in a transition. I think Disney is trying to figure out what's
Isn't
going
Disney
on.
also part of the Black Panther thing too?
Yes.
And now, to my knowledge, and help me with this, they're still struggling on whether or not they're going to redo Black Panther 2, right?
And
Is that my
also,
understanding?
I saw an article yesterday that the girl that played the sister, Suri, she doesn't have the thing. So she can't work on the set without the immunization. So yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on with that. So so here's the fun part of my show, where we go from the very serious to the almost ridiculous, y'all. So hang on tight. So y'all, I'm gonna get rid of Miss Allegedly, because I don't think there's too much that I need to scroll that by. Letting the woman take over the Black Panther. Okay, so I ain't gonna hold y'all. We're gonna go into the ridiculous news. And what I mean by ridiculous is not like it's absurd. It's funny. It's odd. You know, it's just, that's what I think about it. So anyway, for the first news account, what would you do if you are looking at your Ring camera and you look out and you see your neighbor on the lawn having her baby? Can't open. Oh, come on. Anyway, a California woman, well, we'll do this one. A California woman was found giving birth on someone's lawn on the Ring camera. And so if that's not ridiculous, I don't know what is. But some of y'all are like, you should have put that Kid Cudi you should have put that Kid Cudi news article in that. Another thing that is ridiculous is a family bought a dog, and the dog started eating all the chickens. It was eating all the cats. The pet dog was causing trouble all through the neighborhood. This is him right here, y'all.
That's not a dog. That's a wolf.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's why he was eating all that stuff.
Exactly. A family's pet dog that angered neighbors by killing and eating ducks and chickens has turned out to be a fox. Child, they had a fox as a pet. And they named him Run Run because it was hard for them to keep a hold of him. And then he ended up running away. And so Run Run got away. And then when they caught him, the people were like, ma'am, this isn't a dog. This is a fox. So if this isn't ridiculous, I don't know what is. I don't know what is.
But you know what? Some people will call anything their pet and love it like a child. And some people just animal lovers to that degree.
Exactly. I thought that was funny. I was like, man, that is hilarious. And then this next story is about Doug. Well, Melissa, who is Doug? I'm telling you, we're almost done, my friends. Hang tight. We are having a little fun over here. So this is Doug, y'all. And if you're thinking that the man's name is Doug, no, the man's name is not Doug. The potato's name is Doug. A New Zealand potato named Doug just might be the world's biggest potato. I can't say that I've seen one bigger than that. That freaks me out. I wish Black's Tropical was in the chat because I would like to see what they'd have to say. But Doug is possibly the largest potato on record. When they lugged it into their garage and put it in the old sets of scales, it weighed 17.4 pounds. That's equal to a couple of sacks of regular potatoes or one small dog. Wow. We put a hat on him. We put him on Facebook, taking him for a walk, giving him some sunshine. So to your point, Uncle Stu, anybody will make anything a pet because that's what they did to Doug. Okay.
Yeah, we got to shout out to Black Tropical. They got to help us on that.
They got to help us on that. They're not in here.
They might know something we don't know.
Exactly.
They
Natasha
might have a banana tree that they call a pet.
I'm like, okay, that's weird. They said that's going to be a huge bowl of poutine. Yep. Nah, the largest potato in the office right now.
And let me just say to Natasha Benson, thank you very much for your prayers and your concerns.
Yeah.
You know, I'm only on here, Natasha, because it allows me to still be whole, still get through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it allows me to still stay a little sane, and allows everybody to see the real Uncle Stu.
That's right.
That he goes through real things in life.
We all do. We all do for sure. Let me see. So this next one, I haven't done a Karen story in a while. And so when I saw this one, I started cracking up because I was like, okay, I literally have not done a Karen story. And so this customer decided that she was so upset at a restaurant manager, that she was going to throw red hot soup in the manager's face. Let's watch. Oh no.
Now, so you gotta change your name. That's not a Karen. We gotta give her a new name.
I forgot about YouTube and that darn music. They'll just say, do you want to mute it?
Yeah. Okay, we got to change her name. She can't be Karen.
She can't be Karen. Why did she do that?
It's the white woman that blames a black man for something. We got to give her a new name on the show.
Okay.
We got to give her a new name. See, when you said Karen, I thought she was going to blame a black man for something.
No. Natasha's praying. Thank you. Why Karens all have the same Captain Marvel hairstyles? Natasha says, that's evil, period. Like, people at restaurants have really ticked me off before, but this is like next level tixation. Like, why?
Let me ask you, have you ever really worked customer service?
No. Nope.
I'm gonna tell you, I've worked customer service, and you would really, I've never had that happen to me before, right, but I've had them go to the extreme. I've had a woman, and it made me laugh because I had to actually get the president of a particular college, right, to come talk to a manager because the lady lied. I had a lady who tried to tell. Now, remind you, I'm going through theology school. Right. She told my manager that she was part of a church that was my college professor's church, and he was the pastor. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, well, I'm part of you, and it wasn't a black church; it was a white church. And I'm sitting up here saying, you don't even know who the pastor is, and I'm one of his students. So wow. But I put it like this. I tell anybody, if you work at least one good year in customer service, any kind, phone, face-to-face, to me is the best training in how to deal with people. Right. Because you'll find the holy roller will show up right after church and forget to give them a cord out the register, they'll cuss you out in a heartbeat. Crazy. And then ask you to go to their church. Exactly. You know? Well, y'all, we're at the top of the hour. If you're just tuning in, I have Uncle Stu on a panel. Thank you, sir. Make sure you guys check out his channel. He's another content creator, and we're just going through the news together. It's Thursday evening here. We're having a good time, and we've rolled out the news, and now we're going to hit our last segment before we head out. Now, you got to stick around, Uncle Stu, because I don't know if you caught the one yesterday. But no, I didn't. I'm gonna re-ask because I had my live yesterday. You did. You left. Left. So this is gonna be interesting because I'm gonna re-ask the chat because some of them had bumped their heads yesterday. So I'm gonna re-ask that question, and then I have a few other ones. So anyway, here we go. All right, my friends. So we are getting ready for Random Questions with Melissa, the time where we end out the stream with some funny debates, funny conversations about just absolutely random things. So, Uncle Stu, yesterday you had your own live. You guys make sure you check that out. I shouted you guys out earlier today, actually. Okay. Just talking about the work that you guys are doing over there, and just kind of like how we both were just transparent. And I'm gonna tell on myself. You can't tell on me. Right. So y'all go check them out. But anyway, the question yesterday
which a lot of these people were wrong.
Okay.
Is it when you're getting ready? Is it sock, sock, shoe, shoe, or sock, shoe, sock, shoe?
Sock, sock, shoe, shoe.
Socks. Oh, see.
See, I put on my socks first.
So you
Then I
guys.
put on my pants. Then I put on my shoes.
Okay, so you guys, I was sock, shoe, sock, shoe.
Okay, so you put on your sock, then a shoe,
Same
then
shoe.
a sock, then a shoe.
Yes.
Okay,
Because
I put on both socks and then the shoes.
Okay.
And to tell you the truth, that's a shoe, sock, shoe, sock. That's interesting because I'm gonna say, what did your husband say? Because we're so trained that some of us
He said what you said. Sock,
okay,
sock,
yeah,
sock, sock, shoe, shoe.
yeah. See, I'm sock, sock, shoe, shoe. Yeah.
No, I'm sock, shoe, but yeah, I'm sock, shoe, sock, shoe. And so
Now let me ask you a question: Is it because of the condition? I'm gonna use the word old school. What is it? Old school pantyhose, if you will.
I don't think so. I think it's just the way I'm very methodical. I'm a very everything I do is very, very methodical. First, I'm gonna do this, first I'm gonna do that. Not everything, but most things. I'm very steps. And so I feel like that step isn't completed because I have this sock here just hanging around, and then this foot, I'm not going. So my cousin even said it. She was like, well, if I put on my socks, then I got to go find my shoes. That will never happen with me. I have my socks, my shoes, and I'm ready.
See, and that's funny. Wow.
Exactly.
See, for me, it's like, let me put on my socks. First of all, I got to figure out which socks based on.
Trash Can Wade's walking around with his socks on. He walking around with the socks.
See, it all depends on what I'm wearing. That's the funny part. Like, I'm so methodical in the sense of color. Like, even when I'm on camera, people might be tripping. They'll think, okay, all he got on is a shirt. No, I am actually fully dressed. You know what I'm saying? Cologne, you can't smell it, but I got cologne on. Or one day
it's a whole preparation.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a whole thing.
Because it's like I'm not going to look like I'm half naked.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't always be fully dressed. Now, I ain't gonna say that, but yeah. What do you say? I'm only reaching down to tie my shoe once. See, no.
Well, see, you know what? I agree with Trash Can Ways. That's why it's sock, sock, shoe, shoe. Because once I put on my socks and once I put on my shoes, then I'm gonna tie both of my shoes simultaneously and be done.
Trash
Can Ways. That's TMI. Trash Can Ways.
Way TMI. Way TMI. But you up there?
Can I say something real quick to Adrian Nash?
Yeah.
Adrian Nash, when you get a chance, can you go to my platform and give me your email, please? Adrian Nash is deep. She then came out with a deep statement. I'm putting on the platform.
Nice.
She about to rip both the men and the women up. She about to teach us. I'm gonna put it out there because she needs to be giving her flowers while it's now.
Good. So I can't wait.
Trash
Can Ways, Adrian. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He only got on socks. Thanksgiving in the glass. I can't with y'all too. Anyway, next question. So Uncle Stu is sock, shoe, shoe. Weirdo. Right. So then I thought about it because yesterday that started such a great debate.
Okay.
So ladies, me too. Sock, shoe, shoe. I can't. Bodacious lady, I'm disappointed. Trash Can Wait. All right, so ladies, I have one for you two men, but are you makeup, hair, get dressed, or get dressed, hair, makeup? What's your order?
That's for the ladies, because us brothers ain't supposed to wear makeup.
Well, unless you're Kid Cudi, and then you would. So then men, are you get dressed, shave hair, or hair?
Wait, say that again.
Get dressed, shave hair, even if it's just a little white thing, or shave hair, get dressed. Basically, are you getting dressed first, or
no? Shave hair, get dressed.
Shave hair, get dressed. Okay,
right. Because I'm shaving for the simple fact that I don't want to mess up my clothes.
Exactly.
I'm getting my hair done, so I don't mess up. Well, for me, cutting my hair, so I don't get my clothes messed up.
Yeah.
And then I'm ready to get dressed.
I'm hair, makeup, get dressed. She said neither dressed, makeup, then hair. Really, Natasha? See, the thing is with makeup, y'all, excuse us for a second. For me, I can't see makeup being bomb until my hair is done. That is so interesting. So you get dressed first, then you do your makeup, then you do your hair.
But the question I would have with Natasha, what is her style? Because see, if she's all natural,
true,
then I could see that.
It depends. She said, nah, I cut my hair first before shirt. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You put a towel over your face, trash can waves. It's a whole thing. Lord, y'all doing too much. Cologne, all right now, Uncle Stu. Yes, cologne. My studio, I have candles in here. Y'all don't see any of it, but it's for me. It's my zone. She's talking about our process when we get ready. Dress, makeup, then hair. No, I get dressed last, I think. So speaking of cologne and style, this is just a random question for you, Uncle Stu, since you're here. Do you have a pre-recorded routine, like a get it boy, pump you up thing that you do?
No, it all depends. I mean, I know now I've been doing my morning walking. So I grab my GoPro, I try to figure out what am I thinking about for the day.
Right.
And then I just go out, do my 30-minute walking. I'm getting ready to do a 30-minute walking, but I'm going to make that a narrative.
Yep.
So it'll be the walking, but you'll probably see the video kind of cut up.
Right.
My narrative, I'll let everybody know once it gets done. My narrative is going to be a historical narrative.
Okay.
With Fort Monroe.
Okay.
Which is the hidden secret of both slavery and freedom at the same time. Nice. And a lot of people don't know about Fort Monroe, nor do they know about Hampton University.
You don't need to know any more Trash Can Waves. You and Adrian, have y'all exchanged numbers? Leave a thumb in the comment because I'm going to make this happen. Adrian, Trash Can Waves, Adrian. There you go.
Oh, we'll see. Trash Can Waves. Let me warn Trash Can Waves. Trash Can Waves. I'm gonna let you know, Adrian about to do a financial analysis on you. If you ain't up to par,
as she should,
she gonna do it.
As she should.
Let you know because I'm trying to get her on the show to she gonna teach it. She gonna let us know. She gonna
All right, let's get to the next question because I'm topping the hour. And I figured out yet. Okay, that's them talking. So, which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Oh, come on now. You know I can't answer that.
Some people are so sure that they know.
All right. I'm gonna say chicken. I'm gonna go old Bible scripture.
I was just saying you go on scripture. You like the egg couldn't walk up the ark, so or in the beginning God created, and so
he had to create the chicken whole, and then the chicken produced eggs.
Yeah,
just like he created human beings whole, and then they produced the children.
Natasha said egg. Adrian says makeup, hair, get dressed. That's me. Well, I'm hair then makeup. Good point, Adrian. So Natasha says egg. So while you guys are answering that, because I am
what Trash Can Waves got to say?
He didn't say nothing yet. He's busy.
Come on, Trash Can. Now me and you the only two dudes up in here now. Come on now.
I can see that routine, Adrian says. And then one more. I'll go lighter. My daughter is supposed to come over.
Well, keep it going until your daughter gets here.
So what's the other one? What do you collect? What do y'all collect?
You collect God, anything? You gonna laugh at me?
No, never. Okay, I'll laugh if you're like, I collect beach balls. Then I'll probably laugh if it's something stupid, not stupid, but random like that.
I am a sapiosexual, so I collect books, and I'm also a nerd. So
why is that a sapiosexual thing?
Because a lot of people don't know what it really means.
Okay.
So a lot of people get that terminology twisted.
Well, they done changed the meaning of it, and I would think, I can't. Just
Yeah.
just never mind.
But
Bodacious Lady says eggs. Trash Can Waves says he collects toys, cards, albums. Toys, cards, and albums.
I think he's just missing a comma. So I would say he's collecting toys. He collects cards. And probably regular albums, like back in the day albums. I listened to Beyonce's Homecoming. Okay.
Is she talking about, does Adrian have a channel? Why don't I know that?
No, she doesn't.
Okay, so she's not talking about her. I used to collect rocks, but books aren't a collection. I used to collect rocks as a kid. I used to collect stamps as a kid. I'm like you, Uncle. So that's why I would never laugh at somebody being a nerd. I definitely have nerd tendencies.
Yeah, I'll tell
stamps.
anybody. I am.
I used to collect.
I'm a straight up nerd. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Office supplies is my thing. Like absolutely. You got it.
Trash Can Waves.
Yeah, he said you got it. I used to collect rocks, but books aren't a collection. But it absolutely must.
But
have.
You know what?
Every Wednesday is a book sale at the library. I love the library. That is my. I haven't been in a minute since everything's gotten so digitalized. But yeah, absolutely.
Well, see, I'm gonna tell you something. It's funny that Trash Can Waves talked about collecting rocks. When I was a kid, I used to want to be a geologist. So I used to do the same thing, and I had books that I can literally identify the various rocks. And I don't even think it was an economic thing that I switched out of wanting to be a geologist, but I was fascinated as a child with collecting rocks. Yeah,
same. I like rocks and archaeology, all of that wonderful, like all of that. So yeah. All right, Uncle Stu, we're going to say goodbye to you before I head on out. Thanks.
All right.
Let me clap.
Yeah, go ahead, clap.
I'll clap.
Thanks to Before the Beans. I got one of them high dollar.
I had this for a long time, but it wasn't compatible with my Mac and not with my Mac, with StreamYard. And so now
you have Rode?
I have a Stream Deck.
Okay. You see, I have a Rode. So they showed me it doesn't really go in the Stream Deck, but because I have a Rode and then the mic, they told me how to put the speaker where I can play it, where it won't have the feedback. Yeah,
pretty much. It's the same thing. So Natasha is saying bye. Wave to the people. He's got to go, y'all. He'll be back. Come on, y'all. All right, Uncle Stu, thank you for chatting it up and doing the news with us.
No problem. Thank you for letting me hear.
Don't forget to check out his channel, my friends. I'm gonna go ahead and drop you off. Don't forget to check him out, friends. Y'all know. Let me see. So he's out and we appreciate him. So again, thank you. Thank you, Uncle Stu, for joining us. It was great. I always love having him come on with a different perspective. If you were wondering, okay, what does that look like? Do I have to come on camera? Come up. It's really not that hard, y'all. As Trash Can Wave says, hit the like button right now. Do it. So as far as tomorrow's concerned, check this out. So I don't have to tell you that we're living a very fast-paced life. Sometimes we barely have enough time to even eat a balanced meal. Well, here's the thing. I created a space for adults to wind down. Essentially, it's a virtual happy hour called Sippin' and Just Saying. That's right, a place where we get to wind down. We laugh, we joke, we clown each other, and we just share just a relaxed time with one another. So kick up your heels. Come on in with your favorite drink or beverage and let's have a laugh together. Oh, and did I mention no serious topics are allowed? See you soon. Okay, my friends, that's right. So tomorrow at 4:00, we will be having our Sipping and Just Saying. As I said it in the commercial, I'm not going to rehash the commercial. We laugh, we clown each other. I'm going to change that one day. But anyway, join me tomorrow. It's always a fun time. I never know who's going to cam up. I never know what I'm going to say or what we're going to talk about, but it's just a time to just not be in the rat race and in the noise. So with that being said, okay, wait. looking directly at Adrian. Listen, they need a room, Natasha. They need a room. Okay. I can't. I'm going to introduce these guys once again. Where Adrian at? Adrian, Trash Can Waves. Trash Can Waves, meet Adrian. There you go. So anyway, my friends, as always, as I always say, make sure that you are kind to people just for no apparent reason. Like, don't be like the lady throwing soup in people's face. There will be the timestamps if you want to share this video. The timestamps will be put up soon as I hit the end button. I'll just go through and add them. So with that being said, my friends, until tomorrow, peace.